Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we have such an exciting show as I'm going to show you how to make not only what I consider to be 3 of the best seafood tapas recipes that hail from Spain, but 3 of my all-time favorites. And let me tell you, all of these tapas dishes are super easy to make. They're packed with a ton of Spanish flavors, and the best part, each one comes together in about 15 minutes or less. Folks serve these tapas dishes as individual appetizers or make them all at the same time and enjoy them as a main course. Either way, make sure to serve them next to a crunchy baguette for the ultimate Spanish experience. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems. That way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure to use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. For our first seafood tapas dish, we're making Spanish garlic and rosemary shrimp. This is known in Spain as gambas al ajillo con romero. Let's begin by heating a large fry pan with a medium heat and adding in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. After a couple minutes, we'll add in 4 cloves of garlic that have been thinly sliced. And we'll mix the garlic around continuously with the olive oil, that way it doesn't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes and the garlic is lightly browned, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary, which is a little over 1 gram. And half a teaspoon of hot smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 1.25 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way that paprika and rosemary are evenly coating the garlic. Then we'll add in half a cup of white wine, which is 120 milliliters. If wine is not your thing, you can substitute it for any broth of your choice with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. And we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until everything's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a couple minutes without mixing the mixture. In the meantime, let's start getting our shrimp ready. I'm going to add in 1 pound, which is about 450 grams of raw jumbo shrimp, over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. For this recipe, I'm using red Argentinian shrimp that I bought frozen and thawed out and already peeled and deveined. However, you can use whatever shrimp you like here. And we'll season the shrimp with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and you just have to do this on one side. Alright, let's move back to the pan. After simmering the wine for about 4 minutes, and you can see it's reduced in half and the alcohol has cooked off, we'll start adding the shrimp into the pan, making sure they're on a single layer. And we're going to cook the shrimp between 1 to 2 minutes per side or until they're fully cooked through. Once the shrimp are perfectly cooked through, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and transfer everything into a serving dish. And we'll top it off with some chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, our first seafood tapas dish is done. Gambas al ajillo con romero, Spanish garlic and rosemary shrimp. So easy to make, minimal ingredients, and done in just 15 minutes. Okay, let's move on to our second seafood tapas recipe. We're making Spanish fried calamari, known in Spain as just Calamari a la romana, truly one of the most popular seafood tapas dishes in the country. Let's begin by heating a large fry pan with a medium-high heat and adding in 1 cup of sunflower oil, which is 240 milliliters. For this recipe, you can use other neutral oils such as canola, peanut, or even safflower oil. In the meantime, I'm going to add in 2 tubes of squid over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. The tubes of squid I'm using I bought frozen and thawed out and were already pre-cleaned. If you can't find these in your supermarket, check with a local Asian supermarket. They typically have them in the freezer department. Then we'll cut each tube of squid into 1/2-inch slices to end up with our squid rings. This is about 1¼ centimeters. And we'll add the squid rings into a bowl with some all-purpose flour that's been seasoned with salt and pepper and mix them around, that way they're all coated in the mixture. Once the oil is nice and hot, we'll start adding the squid rings into the pan. And you want to make sure that they're all in a single layer, so cook this in batches to not overcrowd the pan. And we're going to go for 1 to 2 minutes per side here, or until the calamari is golden fried all around. And as you finish each batch, transfer the calamari into a dish with some paper towels to absorb any of the excess oil. Once all the calamari's been fried up, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to transfer the fried calamari into a serving dish. And we'll garnish with some lemon wedges and some fresh parsley. Check it out, our second seafood tapas dish is done, Spanish fried calamari. Once again known in Spain as Calamari romana. Super easy to make, just a handful of ingredients and all done in a little over 15 minutes. Alright, we've made it to our final seafood tapas recipe. As always, we saved the best for last. We're making a Spanish tuna salad, known in Spain as una ensaladilla de atún. Let's begin by draining 2 cans of tuna in olive oil into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. You'll find a link where you can get the Spanish tuna I'm using for this recipe in the description box below. And then we'll flake the tuna to remove any of the excess oil. Then we'll transfer the tuna into a large bowl, along with 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, which is 120 grams. I'm using low-fat mayo here, but you can use whatever mayonnaise you like. 1 small onion that's been finely chopped, 1 clove of garlic that's been finely minced, and 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley, which is about 15 grams. Then we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until everything's well mixed together. Then we'll transfer the tuna salad into a serving dish. And we'll garnish with some pimento stuffed green olives. Check it out, our final seafood tapas dish is done. Ensaladilla de atún, Spanish tuna salad. Easy to make, basic ingredients, and the kind of food that's gonna fill your body with so much goodness. Let's give one of them a try and see how they turned out. You saw it, folks, 3 classic Spanish seafood tapas. This I can't wait to dive into. I'm gonna try the tuna salad, even though they all look fabulous. Here we go. Absolutely delicious. I just want to go swimming in there. You saw it, all of these so easy to make, and each one done in about 15 minutes or less. Once again, make these and serve them individually as an appetizer, or all of them at the same time for a meal. Either way, serve them next to a crunchy baguette for the ultimate Spanish experience. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Dr. Michael Barvitz, Jesper Halloum, Jim Owens, and Clarence Bolin. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego. Mis favoritas tapas. Calamari romana. Unfair. Gotta try that shrimp too, with that sauce. Baby out.